Okay, so God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So, I went today to switch my stuff over to North Carolina because that's where I currently find myself without wheels and unable to really get home right now. Or, even more so, that I don't really have a home anymore. So I find myself between a rock and a hard place, and I go to DSS and I'm talking to them and I say, look, I got about 10 days to find myself a home here. And she says, well, we have programs and we can help you get a place, but we can't guarantee you anything. And I said, okay, that's fine. She says, well, I can give you 30 days of Medicaid. We can switch your Medicaid over here and give you 30 days of Medicaid, but we can't guarantee you that you're going to have a home by then. That's fine. I mean, it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault other than my own, I guess, that I find myself in this position. So I don't expect them to jump up and down for me. But in the course of this conversation, we're talking about Social Security, and it comes to me again today, how dangerous this phone is, how dangerous these computers are. And it goes back to what I talked about yesterday and the day before about how they poison our foods. Okay, let's think about this. And, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, that's fine. I really don't give a fuck. You know that. I think you know that already about me. But here's the thing. All right, out of 100,000 Americans, how many are going to live to 65? Right? How many are going to get killed in car wrecks? How many are going to be sick as fuck from the pesticides, the medicine, the shit in your cereal from the time you're 4, right? The poison that Europe won't even allow in their fucking shit, right? How many people are going to be gone before you're 65? These are all taxpayers. How many of them? I don't know, but the government does, because these super fucking computers, they can put all that information in there and know exactly how many people are going to fucking die, right? And then how many are going to be left that are absolutely sick by that age and can't travel, don't need a bunch of money, just need a place. And if HUD covers it and you only got to pay $300, they only got to pay you $900, right? Because you don't need much. We'll give you $50 in food stamps, and if eggs go up to $12 a dozen, tough shit, fuck you, right? Well, guess what? Listen, I'm not wrong about this shit. These phones, these computers are so bad. They're so bad. He shows me every day another reason why they are destroying us. Again, I get so angry because, damn it, these are the people we put in office to protect us. To protect us. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. They know exactly how many people are going to die and how much money they're going to have at the end of it all. Right? If they're taking a third of your fucking pay, and they're controlling what you eat, and they're controlling what you get for medicine, and they're controlling your lifespan, and figuring it all out on the supercomputer, they know exactly what they're gonna have when you're dead, right? And who they're gonna put in, whose family's gonna be in the White House. They know fucking 50 years. I've heard about Obama and how they groomed him for his position. And I believe that, because he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit from day fucking one, right? Tell me I'm fucking wrong. I'm not wrong, all right? They groomed him for it. He's part of the whole fucking system. And all they're doing is fucking us. Again, you don't have to like me. You don't even have to listen to me. But if you do, and you use your head, this shit's over. This shit is over, guys. It's not about me. It's about us. It's about your children. Because that's what they're looking at, too. Let these phones get more advanced and see how much more things we can come up with over the coming years and days and weeks. Because every day God shows me something about this thing right here in front of me that ain't worth a buck. Every day I wake up with this thing and boom, boom. And I'm sitting here today, and the most egregious thought was that they already know how many people that are going to be 65 are going to be too sick to travel and not need money. So they're not going to be screaming about money. They're going to be happy to get a little, tax return or maybe a fucking stimulus check when the economy's shit, or eggs go up to $12 a dozen, right? They're going to be like, thank you, and be waiting for the next one, right? Nah, nobody's going to be screaming because we're all going to be dead. And they don't give a fuck because they're going to have all the gold, all the money, eating good, living good, retire and go buy a private island off the coast. The fuck you want a private island off the coast for? If I was the next president, I'd want to live in the middle of the country where I was protected, right? No, but they want to be protected from you and me, not from fucking China or Russia. They're buddies with them. Let's go up and live off the coast so Americans can't get at us. Forget it. Again, tell me I'm wrong. I wish you could. I'm speechless as I say this. I mean, fuck. I can't wait for a day where I don't have to come on here and be angry. Where I don't have to feel like, fuck, if I don't do this, we're done. We're done as a country. We're done as a people. Maybe even a human race. Evil has control of everything. Every fucking thing. Not one thing, not two things, everything. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how to appeal to you other than to just throw it at you just like I'm doing. And if I sound fired up, I am. Because why is he showing me these things other than he's showing them to me so that I can talk to you about them and we can stop this shit before it's too late. I've said this before. It's only the end of times if we allow it to be the end of times. And right now, it sure as fuck looks like it. Every day, he gives me another piece of this puzzle. Every day. And people are telling me don't be so angry and heal and this and that. Well, fuck you. If I heal, you're dead. All right? Because ain't nobody else gonna stand up. Ain't nobody else give a fuck. I don't. I'm not scared of them. Fuck them. I'm tired of them. And I'm gonna stand up. If that's the last fucking thing I do, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm done changing. I'm done doing drugs. I'm gonna smoke my pot, I'm gonna smoke my cigarettes, and I'm gonna say fuck you. And guess what? That shit ain't never gonna change. Alright? And I've also decided today that I'm going back home. I'm going back to New York. Anything I'm doing here, I can do from there. I don't know where in New York, but I'm going back to New York. But I'm just so sick. So fucking sick. They can factor in how many times they spray pesticides on a field and how many years you can consume that. And these fucking phones will tell them exactly how many people that's going to kill, how many times you're going to have cancer by the time you're 65, and how much fight you got left in you, right? How much fight you got left in you. You're not going to want to travel at 65. You're going to be too fucking old and too fucking sick, and they know it. So you don't need as much. And if they can put you in a HUD or a Section 8 house, they don't have to give you shit. They can do like they're doing now and nickel and dime you and let you fucking cry every time you see milk at $5 a gallon or eggs at 12, right? And it goes back to the same shit. We need to do our own farming, grow our own foods, and take care of ourselves. Because the people that we count on don't give a fuck about us. It's profits over people, not people over profit. And these phones are so fucking dangerous. Jesus. You know, I talk about attention spans, and I talk about, you know, just the factoring, the way that they can factor our lifespans, and then they can bump it from 63 to 65 and convince you might live a little longer because the average age is 70. Well, are you counting how many people live to 70? No, they're telling you how many, right? Listen, there you can bet they got their little nest eggs. You know, whether you're bitching about the Clintons or the Obamas, or it doesn't fucking matter, the Bushes. I don't give a fuck. You could probably go back to 1960 if you want to know the truth. I mean, he showed me that, but I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet. You know, and the whole idea with these guys in their lifetime positions, that's exactly my point. They figure all of it out. Listen, if you do something long enough, I don't care what you do. If you're a carpenter, you're a fucking master after 30 years, right? There ain't nothing you can't build. I did concrete forever, right? And as soon as I decided to quit doing that, I started building tables and chairs and cabinets and anything else I wanted to build. You do something long enough, you become really good at it. That's what I say. And as long as they're picking away at our attention spans, our concentration, we're going to miss this stuff that's right in front of us. And I believe that's what he's got me here to do, is speak these things so that you hear them. You don't overlook them. You got to know that it's happening to stop it. And I don't know. Trust me, I don't want to be angry. But what the fuck am I supposed to feel? What do you feel right now? You know, what do you feel right now? Think about what I'm saying to you. If you're not angry, you're more fucked up than I am. Forget it. Fucking forget it. You know, I don't know. We'll help you, but we're only going to help you for this long, or we're only going to help you this much, and we can't promise you that. Well, fuck you. What, you know, I promised you that I'd stay working until I couldn't do it no more, right? What the fuck do I get out of it? Not a goddamn thing. A headache, a broken back, and an empty fucking wallet. Well, it's, you know, we talk about change, and we talk about the world, and we talk about all kinds of shit. But you know what? I think, you know, and I don't ever want to see a civil war here. I don't ever want to see a time where the people have to fight the government, where we got people fighting our own people. I hope to God that never happens. That's not what I'm suggesting here or anywhere else. You know, but we got to do something. You know, and I'm not sure I know what the answer is right now. But I know what the answer isn't. It's not to sit back another 20 years and wait, because you don't even know what Social Security looks like until you're 65, right? How many of you have researched how much money they're getting, or what the benefits do, or Medicaid, how that works, or Medicare, how that works, or all these stupid little programs that they throw out there and say, okay, if you got Medicare, you can get a $1,500 card every month. This is bullshit, okay? Because they keep you from that fucking Medicare by giving you Medicaid and playing games with that. Changing the name and playing games with that shit. And then they'll tell you, you know, you see it all over the fucking TVs, they're advertising this shit that you can't actually get to. It's like applying for a credit card on the motherfucking internet. Go ahead and apply, and then hit the button, and it changes screen and says watch a fucking video, right? And then takes you to another screen which says answer these questions. Takes you to another screen. You're never gonna get that fucking credit card. And you know, they'll probably take your address and put it in some database, but you ain't never gonna see a card at your fucking front door. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's ways they're stealing from you every fucking day. All right. I'm sorry to any of you that are offended by my fucking demeanor, but I hope more than that. I hope you heard me. And I hope you sit down and think right now. Because I have had to think for the last 2 hours about what I just said to you. And it's got me in this shape. And I know there's people out there that go, oh, he just comes on here screaming. He's just an asshole. You're right. I am an asshole. And I'm not going to change because you know what? Everything I had to go through brought me to where I am today. And every morning I wake up and this shit comes to me. And there's got to be a reason. I don't dislike America. I love this country. I fucking love it. But I'm not gonna let them destroy it without screaming and yelling. I'm just not. I'm not. Thank you. I hope you all have a good night.